Donald Trump, as I've talked about repeatedly, constantly, weekly, not doing well in the polls. And late last week, 3 new polls came out. There was a Harvard Caps Harris poll, a Rasmussen Reports poll, and of course a YouGov Economist poll. And all 3 of these polls, and again, Rasmussen is like super conservative leaning, but all 3 of these polls showed that Donald Trump's own base is absolutely cratered. Because they all showed that either a majority or a plurality of people polled said that they wish they had Biden back in office instead of this guy. The Harvard Caps poll showed that 51% of registered voters say Trump is doing a worse job than Biden. Rasmussen said 48% of voters believed Biden did a better job, while only 40% said Trump did a better job. And of course, the YouGov Economist poll showed that 46% say Trump is worse than Biden, 40% believe Trump is better than Biden, 7% say about the same. So 3 different polls, including a hugely conservative pollster, all found voters want the other guy back. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it sure as hell was better than what we've seen in the first year of this guy's second term. You know, hindsight is always 20/20, right, voters? I mean, you had the opportunity. You could have kept, at least similar, obviously not the same guy because he dropped out, but you thought that the grass was greener over there. So you said, well, let's go back to this guy who was so great the first time. We just needed to get more of it, right? No. That's what kind of kills me about the 2024 election. It's not like this was a newcomer who we didn't know what they would do. It was a guy we had already given 4 years to. He screwed up literally everything, tanked the economy, put us into a recession, sent farmers to record numbers of bankruptcies, and that group still voted for him by like 70%. And then 4 years of Biden, and they were like, well, let's see what Trump can do this time. Maybe he won't mess up everything, and maybe he's learned his lesson, as if he hadn't been on Truth Social being totally insane for the 4 years he was out of office. And then they just did it again. And now, 1 year in, they're like, oh boy, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I don't know what I'm going to do. You're going to suffer through it. You put us in this position. You did this to us. You voted based on hate and bigotry. You just didn't think you were going to be the targets of those. You thought your bank account was going to explode. But nope, it shrank. And it continues to shrink. Your paychecks are not going as far as they did a year and a half ago. But that's what you voted for. You had 4 years of Trump in office to tell you that this was a stupid idea. Not a bad idea, a stupid idea. But you did it anyway. And now here we are 1 year and 1 month in, and you're like, man, I sure wish Biden was back. That guy was the bee's knees. I just love it. Well, you get what you vote for. As somebody just said in the chat, racism is very expensive. Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of Americans are finding that out the hard way. So I don't have too much sympathy for y'all with that. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies, and it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks. Do it for little Atlas and Judge here. Good boys. You do good. You want to say something? No? Okay.